Hey everybody. So this week looks like it could be interesting. The QQQ is still in this Nicholas Darvis box that it's been in from about 390 to 399.50 or 400. So while it's in that box region, um, it's really neither bearish or bullish necessarily. Um, the more time it spends towards like near the 390 level, the more likely it is to break it. So if it spends like 2 or 3 days, hovering in this range, it could break down. It could break down Monday. We don't know, but as long as it's over 390, we could easily see 395 and over 395 ish. 396 can see 399, and as long as we're in this range, the market, tech stocks are pretty neutral, right? So, up here, if there's not a lot of volume coming in, it could be a good place to short, right under 400, 399. And then, over 400.5 or 401 could be a place to go long. Under 390, place to go short. So yeah, basically, under 390, over 400, great places to get in, and then between there, it's just kind of a choppy range. It's 390 to 400, so that's three. It's like 10 points. It's like 3%. So there's a lot of movement there for tech. So for SPY, it looks like we broke out of the box that we were in for quite some time, which was like 465 to 470. Right, we were in that box for quite some time. So we could certainly retest that 465 level. Let's just So yeah, that 465, 49's a pretty significant level, right? So we could come back up and retest that, which also happens to be about the 9 EMA. So we could come back up and retest that, and then we could head lower again and retest this low, or we could just go lower on Monday and hit this 50 SMA, which needs to hold as support. A major level for the SPY is going to be this old all-time high level, right? So this was a huge resistance back here, and it took quite some time to break over it. It couldn't break it from August to all through September. So it took a while to build up enough energy to break through that level. So once it breaks under that level, it's quite significant, and it's bearish. Definitely not a good sign if we break that level. Because this was the old all-time high, and it was a very significant resistance level in the past. So since it used to be a really significant resistance level, now it's a very important support level. And it just so happens to coincide with the 50 SMA, which is just like a good coincidence in my opinion. But it looks like right now, it looks like that 458 level could be a mild support, or just like, just a support that exists, not a really major one, but we could definitely find support there if we break the 458 level, or that low 457.77 that was set on Friday. We could head down to 453, but just as easily we can head up here, and if we do close under that 466 level, over that 466 level, we could retest 469. Anything's really possible. The market definitely seemed really fearful on Friday. And the news likes to say that's, because of the COVID variant. But in my honest opinion, the news just uses excuses. Like the market just says, oh, yeah, it's because of this. Whereas it really doesn't matter what the news is. It just matters how the market reacts. Because in some instances, you'll have the worst news ever coming out, and the market won't react at all. So it's not really the news, but the market, and the market uses the news as a reason to sell off, right? So The VIX just hit a huge resistance level, which means it could come down. Oftentimes it does. When it gets up here, it tanks down. So if it does tank, then the market goes up, right? VIX down means market up. VIX up means market down, almost always. And if the VIX is going up and the market's going up as well, that's a bad sign for bulls, right? It's a bearish divergence. So yeah, definitely have the VIX on watch, and also I guess you could watch the Dow for signs of extreme weakness in the market. All right, if we just go to a new drawing set, right? Looks like this used to be a really important resistance level. And yeah, because you see how long it was underneath that level all these days where it bounced off. So the more days where it bounces off a resistance level, the more important it is. So, and then as you can see, it also became a support here, and it was a very significant support level afterwards. Even here you can see it broke it, got above it, broke it, tried to get above it, and then it really tanked. So yeah, that level is very significant. So the Dow is going to need to hold that in order to stay strong. See, that's a pretty significant support level there. I mean, there might be one right here in between 344.51 as well. Not as significant as this one, but another mediocre support level in there. So yeah, definitely going to be watching this one too. Under the 200 SMA is just bad for the whole market. And yeah, that's it.